Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Joel Cordero. Interstate 81 had some delays after a cattle truck carrying livestock caught fire this morning. The truck caught fire around 6 a.m. on the southbound lanes of I-81 near the Davis Street exit in Moosic. Police chiefs say the fire came from the rear axle of the trailer, though the cause is currently unknown, but is believed to be mechanical at this time. The truck was carrying 35 livestock, and some died to the flames. Salem Township Fire Department responded to a call around 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, October 28th, of an explosion at the nuclear power plant in the township. The video you see on your screen shows dashcam footage of the event from a firefighter's vehicle just a few minutes before dispatch. Mokanakwa Engine 108 arrived first and met with plant personnel who said there was no fire and that there weren't any injuries, and clarified that the system was fine with only a simple flaring from a standard off-gassing from an overpressurized system. After additional units arrived, confirmation was made that no services were needed and all present engines left the scene soon after. The fire department said that there are no threat to the public or facility during or after the incident. A crash has resulted in pounds of meth and multiple guns being seized, and a man is wanted on drug trafficking charges by police. Plymouth Borough Police Department issued a search warrant after a car crash that led to a large narcotics seizure with 2.6 pounds of methamphetamine, numerous guns, $1,510 in cash, and packaging materials. Police say 39-year-old Kevin B. Farrell is wanted in connection with the car crash. An arrest warrant has been issued, charging Farrell with drug trafficking, carrying a firearm without a concealed carry license, drug possession, possessing drug paraphernalia, and several summary traffic violations. Anyone with information of his whereabouts is asked to contact police at 570-779-2147 or dial 911.
And Schuylkill counties has been dismantled.
PA State Attorney Dave Sunday and Carbon County law enforcement leaders announced 7 arrests allegedly involved in the drug trafficking ring. AG Sunday announced at Jim Thorpe that a 5-month investigation has led to several arrests, including Cruz Rodriguez, who was the main supplier of fentanyl, meth, cocaine, and ecstasy. Officials say Rodriguez acquired drugs from Pennsylvania and New York, and was a ruthless leader who kept co-conspirators under his rule by threats and brandishing a firearm. Rodriguez allegedly supplied drugs in Carbon and Schuylkill counties, where authorities say a search of Rodriguez's home and his car resulted in a stolen 9mm handgun, along with marijuana, cocaine, 281 MDA pills, 2 pounds of methamphetamine, and 8 ounces of fentanyl. Rodriguez and other 6 people were arrested and are now facing drug-related charges. AG Sunday says that this investigation was a joint effort between the Office of Attorney General's Bureau of Narcotics Investigations, the Carbon County Drug Task Force, and other local law enforcement partners. This investigation is ongoing. Wilkes-Barre City Police say they were dispatched to a hospital last night after a report of a male stabbed victim. After arriving on the scene, officers learned the incident had occurred at a residence located on Hudson Street and that the victim had been stabbed twice. During the investigation, officers learned that the victim had been stabbed by a juvenile suspect and the incident occurred inside the home. The victim is said to have sustained non-life-threatening injuries, and the investigation is ongoing. Coming up on WYLN News, a local playground is getting an upgrade, and the city is looking for your help with ideas on how to improve the park. Plus, the area has lots of fun fall activities coming up, and we've highlighted a few to share with you. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. If you were saved by the bell and made epic mixtapes, it's time for a mammogram. Screenings help find breast cancer early when it's more treatable. Schedule today at lvhn.org/mammo.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old, and it's gonna rain out.
want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Chura's is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
Or downtown Hazleton.
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The month of November is right around the corner, and that means it is time to start the true recognition of our country's veterans, such as with the Veterans Expo. On Saturday, November 1st, Pennsylvania State Representative Jamie Walsh will be hosting a Veterans Recognition event and expo for Luzerne County's veterans. In collaboration with Misericordia University, this expo event will include refreshments, vendors offering programs and services, and of course, a recognition ceremony. Attendance is required for this event, and veterans are allowed 1 guest and call 570-675-6000. The event will run from 10 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. at the Lehman Theater and in Sulaco Hall, Misericordia University, 301 Lake Street, Dallas. For those who are not aware, a playground resides on the Pagnotti Field near at Columbus Court Park in Hazleton. People who are aware of its existence know that the exact route to the park is not an easy navigation, especially for one-way streets. There is also no parking at the field, forcing visitors to park their vehicles along side streets like Garfield, Arthur, and Cleveland. The City of Hazleton is open to the public's ideas on improving, so landscape architect Nicole Keegan will host a public meeting on November 20th at 12 o'clock p.m. at the Hazleton City Hall. Looking for fun fall activities going on in your community? Multiple places around our viewing area are gearing up for multiple different events. Here are just a few pickings. Foster Township is hosting a craft and vendor fair featuring handcrafted items and food. This Saturday from noon to 4 p.m. at the Municipal Building Grounds at 1000 Wyoming Avenue in Freeland. Cunningham will host their 6th annual Fall Craft Fair on November 1st from 9 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. at the Cunningham Valley Civic Organization Recreation Center. And finally, Nuremberg Weston Volunteer Fire Company will have a monthly breakfast from 8 a.m. to noon, Sunday, November 2nd, located at the Firehouse at 459 Hazel Street, Weston. Breakfast will come in an $8 large platter or a $7 small platter. Takeout is available. With SNAP benefits set to run dry from November, many are looking for help during the tumultuous time. Thankfully, many food banks and pantries around the area are ready to help those in need. Here are just a few to choose from. Beaver Meadows Food Pantry at St. Paul's Lutheran Church on 2nd Street. Food is distributed in a drive-through format. If you'd like to volunteer or learn more information, contact Jennifer Barnasevich at 956-5980. Nuremberg has a food pantry that runs on the third Saturday of each month. Located at the North Union Township Municipal Building that serves eligible residents of Union, East Union, North Union Townships, and Ringtown. Recipients of the Ringtown Pantry are not eligible at this location. Food here is distributed in a drive-through format. For more information and eligibility requirements, call Sue Dishko at 570-579-8124. And finally, Weatherly Shepherd House Food Pantry from 9 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, November 1st and Saturday, December 6th at Zion's Evangelical Lutheran Church. Coming up on Catawba's News Choice, it's National Children's Health Month and Lisa Marie interviews a doctor on the importance of pediatric health. Plus, Wyln historian Chris Fulmer takes us on the path through history, Frankville Part 3. And stay with us on WYLN. We'll be right back.
It's the 47th Annual American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit Telethon, fighting every cancer for every life. Join us Saturday, November 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in Hazleton, or watch us live on WYLN TV 35. Tune in for all the entertainment, and please make a pledge Saturday, November 15th for the 47th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Pete Casalika in the Greater Hazleton area today.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, if you know of anybody that's addicted to anything, Grace Ann is a specialist to give you some clarity, to change their life and your life. So please, watch this week's show.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Hi, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Lisa Marie, and today I am at our not brand new, but a couple months old LVPG Pediatrics at 1701 East Broad Street here in Hazleton. And with me is one of our beloved and longtime pediatricians, Dr. Vaharde. Welcome, Dr. Vaharde.
Thank you for your introduction. I'm glad to help my pediatric moms in the area, wherever they are.
So speaking of pediatric moms, I spoke to a couple of friends who have children, and they had a couple questions. And since it is National Children's Health Month, we thought we would, of course, come to you as the expert. So the first question is, even when my child is healthy, like why are regular checkups important?
Because even the child, some of the children don't have any symptoms. They may have some issues like not eating properly, or some issues with the urination or anything like that. We can pick it up on the regular basis. If you come, the children, now there is a time frame is different. Below 2 years, as lot of you mom knows that we bring the baby at 1 week checkup for the weight, then 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months for the regular vaccines, which we will talk later on. 1 year, again, vaccine and the development. At that time, the baby starts talking, walking, and we ask those questions and give the baby vaccine. So you give the very good help to the baby by giving the vaccines and watching how they are developing, because below that age, like below 1 year, babies are just sleeping or some sitting, not much. But after that, every visit, that is 15 months, 18 months, 9 months, we watch the babies, how they are talking, how they are walking, and we can pick up some issues like not talking. We give the speech therapy. So it just helps the baby, your baby, to grow properly. After 2 to 3 years, then we go like 6 months and then every year. So when you come for the every year, we check their eyes, we check their ears. So if these are some of the things which we don't pick up on every day, at home, and we have seen the kids who legally blind and they don't know at all. So as a regular checkup, if that boy or the girl would have not come, it would have gone very bad. So that's the main kind of issues we handle on a regular checkup. Nowadays, we do some of the testing, another than the hearing and the eyes, like urine testing for some diseases when they are grown up, because the adolescents are different. So we check a different testing in an adolescent. So see, from birth till they are 18 years of age, every visit has a different checkup. And even they are looking good and they are eating okay, there are some diseases or some issues, we can pick it up. So that is the most important thing. And, to follow up with the doctor every year after 3 years. And before that, as I explained, so many months.
Which is a great explanation. Thank you very much. Another question is, what screenings or vaccines should parents make sure their child is up to date on?
Now, as I was talking before, the main vaccinations of the newborns till they are 2 years is the diphtheria, tetanus, polio, Haemophilus influenza, and hepatitis B. So those are the important vaccines. We try to give them earlier because that's very important. After that, after 6 months of age, the flu vaccine is the most important thing. As we say, we already started the kids seeing with the flu, some pneumonia, and the last year we had very bad flu infection. We used to see a lot of kids with the pneumonia. So I'm telling very friendly to all the moms, please try to give the flu vaccine this year to avoid lot of infection like pneumonia, ear infection, which are caused by the flu vaccine. Another vaccines are mumps, that's the mump, rubella, measles, that's a MMR, chicken pox. We recently had the breakout for the measles, so it's very important to get those vaccines at that time period. It's 1 year or earlier if needed.
Now, when you say we, not us here, but in the United States.
Yeah. Everybody in the United States as well as here. Here a lot of moms come and we vaccine them.
No, I mean like the measles outbreak was not here specifically, but here in the United States.
It was some places near the Hazelton we saw some measles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I can say it's nearby here. We did not have any baby in the Hazelton as per my knowledge at this stage. So then when they grow up, like 11 years, we gave them meningitis. After 9 years of age, we give the HPV, that's a Gardasil, to prevent some future cancers in the body. And then repeat vaccines for the diphtheria, tetanus, polio again. So these are the major vaccines we should get our babies. Another issue is how they eat. Always provide the good, healthy food to the babies, lot of exercise, and which those things we follow in the routine checkups. So just carry on all those things. Talk with your kids, keep open relationship, and that we grow the healthy kids around.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Bahardi, and thank you for watching Wellness Wednesday.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Attention, WYLN viewers! WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old, and it's gonna rain out.
The movies had become an American institution by the early middle 20th century, and Frackville residents had numerous places to catch a film if they wanted. One of the most popular locations was the Garden Theater on North Lehigh Street, which had originally been built as Jim White's Opera House in 1886. It was later converted to a movie theater in 1925 and featured a Wurlitzer organ. It closed in 1969, with Dr. Zhivago being the last film shown there. A little further up Lehigh Street stood the Victoria Theater. The Frackville Public Library now stands in its location. And just west of town, Route 61, moviegoers could stop at the Highway Drive-In, which opened on May 28, 1949 with the Yvonne DiCarlo film River Lady. It was originally owned by the Kerrigan family, who also owned the Harrisburg Drive-In near the state's capital. The Highway Drive-In originally had capacity for 300 cars. It boasted it had the largest screen in the state, complemented by individual speakers for each car and free admission for children. Melvin Heimbach bought the drive-in in 1957. He would be taken to court in 1969 for showing the adult-oriented film Teresa and Isabel at the theater. A fire broke out in the concession stand in September 1975, but the projection booth would avoid damage. Car capacity was increased to 500 by the early 1980s, but by then drive-ins were starting to fade from the American landscape. The Highway Drive-In closed in 1988, although the screen and other buildings on the site remained standing for about a decade afterwards. As the 1940s progressed, Frackville's baseball fans could see one of their own make a splash in the big leagues. Ron Northey graduated from Frackville High School in 1938. He would play baseball at Duke University. during which time he was hit in the head by an errant ball, a mislap that left him hard of hearing in one ear. Nonetheless, Northey made it to the majors in 1942 when he was signed by the Philadelphia Phillies. Playing in right field, he hit .251 in his rookie year, then broke out in his second season, when he would hit 16 home runs and 68 RBIs. He would increase these figures to 22 home runs and 104 RBIs in 1944 and finish 18th in the National League MVP voting. Despite his partial deafness, Northey would be drafted in early 1945. He would still manage to play ball while at the new Cumberland Army Reception Center in Cumberland County, and later at Fort Lewis in Washington State. Discharged in 1946, Northey played 2 further seasons with the Phillies before being traded to St. Louis. He would spend 3 seasons with the Cardinals, 1 season with the Reds, 2 seasons with the Cubs, and 3 seasons with the White Sox before returning to the Phillies to close his career in 1957. In a 12-year Major League career, Round Ron finished with a .276 batting average with 108 home runs and 513 RBIs. Ron Northey died in 1971, but lived to see his son Scott Northey play 1 season with the Kansas City Royals in 1969. Another set of Frackville brothers to make a big splash in the world of music. Joe, Frank, Bob, and Lou Jordan were born between 1941 and 1947. They would make their first big musical splash on Halloween night 1954, when Joe, Frank, and Bob walked around Frackville streets playing a clarinet, accordion, and drum. This impromptu concert would net them $20 and set them on a musical career. The Jordan brothers would soon make their marks at local venues throughout the area, notably with a 5-year run at Schuylhaven's Renninger's Market. They made their first television appearance on ABC's The Original Amateur Hour in 1964. The brothers signed with Jamie Records in 1958. One of the stockholders of the company was Dick Clark, who would bring the Jordans on American Bandstand 3 times. They also traveled the country in 1959 as part of Clark's Caravan of Stars tour. Their contract to Jamie lasted through 1961, during which the brothers released such songs as Oh Lolly, Dream Romance, and Things I Didn't Say. The Jordan brothers started a 16-year run at Schuylhaven's Willow Lake Park in 1962, as well as a 7-year run at Barnesville's Lakeside Ballroom in 1964. In 1966, they received a call from Phillips Records, who asked if they wanted to take a shot at a recording of a song on a demo tape they had, written originally by Steve Winwood. 1 month before it was released to great acclaim by the Spencer Davis Group, and years before it received a second life at the hands of the Blues Brothers, the Jordan brothers were the first to release a version of Give Me Some Lovin'. Their version was a big hit in Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Boston, and the biggest hit of their career. Although they were offered a national record deal in its aftermath, they were unwilling to give up their engagements at Willow Lake and the Lakeside Ballroom for a national tour. They continued releasing their own songs during the years that followed, among them Lovers Never Say Goodbye, Gee Whiz, and The One That Got Away. Following the end of their contracts at the Lakes, the Jordan brothers expanded their reach to venues in Berks and Lancaster counties through the late 70s and early 80s. They ended the run as a band in 1984, but reunited for one night only on September 17, 1986 at Pottsville's Arts and Ethnic Center. Bob Jordan died in 1993, Joe Jordan passed on in 2021, and Lou Jordan died in 2022.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old, and it's gonna rain out.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,